Hi, I'm Dave Dinkle. Today's 2-minute tip is about a call that I recently received. A person called and said, I want to join your coaching program. And I said, great, where are you? And he said, this isn't the real name, Lizard Lick, Idaho. And I said to myself, whoa, must be a huge population out there in Lizard Lick. And he said, no, in fact, there's not many people here at all. I don't want to wholesale here. I want to learn how to wholesale better in your county. And I said, what do you mean by better? He said, I've already been wholesaling. I've done 9 deals in your county remotely from thousands of miles away. And he mentioned the closing agent, which happens to be one that we use. And I said to him immediately, where'd you get your buyer's list? And he said, well, that's a great story. I actually bought your book on building a buyer's list, and then as I was building it, I got an email that basically said, hi, I was a virtual assistant for one of the largest wholesalers in Southeast Florida, and because my mother's dying of cancer and all these things are happening to me and he fired me or whatever, I'm selling his email list. Now it turns out this is not the first time that email came out. First time I saw it was probably about 1.5 years ago. I know, happens to be a student of mine, the investor who in fact lost his list. And what happened is, for whatever reason, he split up with his virtual assistant. The virtual assistant, to get even, started selling the list. Now, I probably got 25 calls on it, and every one of them said to me, you know, what's the story? And I said, I don't know the story because I don't know if the guy's really selling a list or whose it is. After the smoke cleared, I found out it was a viable list. It had almost 5,000 on it, and they were screen investors who were cash buyers. So he went on to tell me that he tried to start his own list up, and he was building it slowly because he was so remote. But once he bought that list, the virtual assistant's wholesale list, well, it took off for him. So I said to him, well, if you're doing deals, what do you need me for? And he said, because I'm doing assignment of contracts and I'm not making that much money. I want to make serious money on my spread. So the tip here is, the most important thing that you have in your business is your buyer's list. Now, if you scale up your business or you just start scaling up before you get really doing business, think about this. You're turning over the keys to the vault to a virtual assistant in wherever, even if they're local. What are you going to do if they steal your list and you go to sell it? And don't tell me you're going to sue them there in the Philippines or Pakistan or someplace like that. You can try and do any of that stuff. The reality is you've lost your list. Now, I don't know how you feel about, people hacking computers and getting 1 million emails and, oh, by the way, all your information is on there. In this case, they don't have all your information. What they have is the most valuable asset you have in your business. So if you're going to start using a virtual assistant or already have, and they have access to your email, I don't want to tell you to be careful. Just stop it. Or somewhere along the line, you could lose your email list. The other thing that comes up every once in a while is somebody sends you a property, and you're not the only one on the list. Let's say there's a few hundred or 1,200 or 2,000. And instead of BCCing or blind carbon copying you, they CC you and everyone else on the list. So what happens, in your email, you see all these people who are prospects for the wholesale list. So is that a good, viable list? I'm not going to tell you that you shouldn't steal the list because most people will anyway. But that's going to happen to you also, and you have to make a judgment about whether you want to buy a list from somebody else, whether you want to take somebody else's list if it comes over accidentally. But it will save you a lot of time, and I'm not telling you to do it. But again, the most important part of this 2-minute tips, and I'm sure I haven't exceeded 2 minutes yet, is very frankly, control your list, whoever it is. If it's an in-house employee, it doesn't matter. Okay, thanks very much. I'll see you on the next 2-minute tip.
The greatest advances in the world have happened because people just like you followed their passion. If you don't take a leap of faith and trust yourself, you may only have regrets, especially knowing that you could have done it. I know you can be a successful investor if you try hard enough and you do not quit. Follow me and join us so we can help you achieve your destiny by fulfilling your personal passion. It's a simple choice to take control of your fears and change your life forever, and now is the time to do it. You deserve it, so why not you?